wants you to do, right? So after all that, why do the Israelites still have fear? Why do you guys think they still feared the things that they could not see?
Because they're human.
What?
Because they're human.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
They still did not trust God.
They did not trust
They
God.
did not. They were a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
They still like that today.
Probably the most human people you can get.
True. They were truly human. That's a good point. They did not want to trust, right? They did not want to believe that God had sent them somewhere to that He truly had His place for them, right? But how does that apply to us?
We forget.
We forget.
Right, of course. Monday and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Thank God he only left
Yeah.
me in the wilderness for 3 hours.
So the other day, I want to formally apologize for me being a baby at lunch. But when Steve told me you guys prayed for me in the van, that's when I got out of the van and I felt much better at Walmart. I knew that it wasn't just me just getting over myself. I felt a calmness come back over me, and I did not feel sick anymore. And it had to be God. And we don't realize that God does those little things every single day. Just like somebody said when we wrecked the bus, there's no telling what God kept us from coming up ahead. We were supposed to be there for some reason to meet those police officers, to meet those guys who towed our truck, to actually get to have a conversation with Mr. Don from the association. There's no telling what God had planned for us. But God did all these things for a reason. And so if we keep believing in Him, He will get us to where we are supposed to go, correct? And it can be the littlest of things that we don't even think about because we're so focused on, I'm tired, I don't feel good. And we start being babies like I was, right? And we stop believing, and that we get in our own heads and stop saying, God, I need you to do this for me. Just like Steve told me, he said, you should have prayed first. And that's exactly what I should have done when I started feeling sick. I should have prayed immediately. But it's true. It was a joke, but it is true. It is the truest thing I've ever heard, and it was a joke. Because when these little things happen to us, we're so worried about, where's my medicine? How can I just want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. Instead of just saying, God, I do not feel good. I do not know why I'm like this, but could you please help me? Could you give me the calmness? Could you come over me with your spirit to make me get through this time of hardship, right? And that can be in the littlest of things. When you are afraid of that big test that you got to take, whether you're afraid of the sports game you have coming up, whether you're afraid of talking in front of a bunch of people, just going and talking to God instead of thinking, how am I going to do this? How am I going to go through this? Put your trust back in God no matter what.